You must be travel in flight and trains and buses as well. But have you ever asked yourself why in flights always flight companies allowed you to carry only 15 kg weight? In the domestic and some international flights, maybe they allow you up to 30 kg. There is a very practical answer behind this. To take off, to fly, you should be have lesser weight. That is the thing. That's why flights or any airline companies allow you the lesser weight. Same thing is applying in our day-to-day life as well. If you really wanted to fly, if you really wanted to take off your flight, you should be have lesser weight. Because if you have lots of weight, you carry lots of bad things, lots of bad habits, lots of toxic things. It's quite difficult for you to take off, to fly. So, in this morning, you need to promise yourself the toxic things, the bad things you must need to leave behind and start taking off. Start reducing the weight so that you can fly freely. Because until unless you are not free, it's very difficult for you to fly free. With this, let me start this session with this powerful story where which is really amazing for your learning how anyone can stop themselves to become the successful. So there was on companies whose CEO was very strict and often disciplined the workers for their mistakes or perceived lack of progress. So one day, as the employees came into work, they saw a sign on the door that read, "Yesterday, the person who has been holding you back from succeeding in this company passed away. Please gather for a funeral service in the assembly room." While the employee was saddened for the family of their CEO, they were also intrigued at the prospect of being able to move up within the company and become more successful. Upon entering the assembly room, many employees were surprised to see CEO was in fact present. They wondered among themselves if it was not the him who was holding us back from being successful. Who was it? They surprised. And who has died? Many people ask. Then one by one, the employee approached the coffin, and upon looking inside, each was quite surprised. They didn't understand what they saw. Then in the coffin, there was a simple mirror. So when each employee looked in to find out who had been holding them back from being successful, everyone saw themselves. Next to the mirror, there was a sign that read, "The only person who is able to limit your growth is you." Very important thing. The only person who is able to limit your growth is you. You are the only person who can influence your success, your life changes when you break through your limiting beliefs and realize that you are in control of your life. The most influential relationship you can have with the relationship you have with yourself. Very amazing message here we have. You can't blame anyone else if you are not living up to your potential. You can't let other people get you down about mistakes you make or their negative perceptions of your efforts. Hope you resonate with this story and you got the message कि only you are the one who can decide your destiny and who can decide your future. So think big and continuously work on your dreams. And when you do that, definitely you will become successful. No one can stop you. This is something I wanted to convey through this story. And with this, we'll move to the another part of our session where we are discussing the closing techniques in this week. So these closing techniques are not only for the salesperson, but these are equally applying for the each and every buyer. So these are the techniques salespersons are using to close the deal. So be aware and take the decision wisely. So as a seller or product creator, you need to make sure during the closing you need to ask a sharp angle questions. So a prospect is wondering whether or not our product or service is right for them. So they ask questions about its capability, which is very natural. Prospect can ask the question, and when they ask the question, you need to ask them follow-up questions like this. If it do, if it does do X, would you be willing to purchase today? Only use this strategy when you receive a prospective response. It could backfire otherwise. So very important thing, if prospect is asking the question and in reply of that, when you ask the follow-up question like this, कि if it does do X, are you able to buy this product within today? And when they answer yes, that means you are able to close your deal done. Your prospect is ready to buy the thing. So grab the opportunity. Whenever your prospect is asking something, on the reply of that answer, if reply of that question, maybe you can link this question, and by asking these simple questions, there is a very powerful technique is happening which is helping you to close the deal. And when you implement this in the right way, definitely you are able to close the deal in very shorter time. But be careful, many times it's get backfire as well. So if you are a salesperson, use it wisely. With this, we'll wrap this session. Thank you so much for hearing me out. Or if you have any questions or comment, that also you can put in the comment box. See you again tomorrow at the same time, same place. Have a